So in today's video we will be having a little bit of a play with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. So I will just give you a quick look here. This is it. I don't believe I've used this on my channel before. I'm sure that I haven't. It's just going to be a little play, not necessarily a review, because, you know, it's one of those older palettes that, like, it's been done before, but I did just want to have a little bit of a play. I felt like I wanted a neutral with a pop of colour. Like, I really do love that vibe, and now that I've got it on my face, love it. So before we get into the video, please, if you can give me a like, subscribe, it would mean the absolute world. I upload every week. It is only makeup because what else could there be? I hope you're really living for the little egg look that we've got going on today, because I really did need to wash my hair. I really did need to wash my hair and I couldn't be bothered doing anything else with it. So either love it or hate it, it had to be done, unfortunately. The grease was real. So without further ado, let us get into the video. Hello. So we are going to be playing with the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the sort of gist that we're going for. So far all I've done is prep my lid with the P. Louise base. And the first colour that I'm going in with is this brown here, the 1988 colour. And I'm taking this on a Sigma Precision Firm Blender, the E42 brush. And that is going right here. On this outer V. And as you can see, I'm just packing this on at the moment. And I'm doing it in this sort of C shape. So just making sure that I'm happy with the shape as well. So I do want it to come a little bit further out here. And then just going in and buffing out those edges, making sure that there is no harsh lines. Ready then for that next colour to come in. So then on my Buff and Blend and Emma Fleming 02 brush, this one here, I'm going in with this shade here called New Yorker, and that is going right there on that buffed edge. And I am beginning to really get that nose contour started there, as you can see, with that lighter brown, and then just going round that edge. And then just really feathering off those edges. And then just to make sure that you're really happy with that colour, just going back in with that dark brown and making sure everything's lovely and blended. And then just to deepen up this outer crease, I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques Essential Crease brush, just a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this BK here, which is the black. And that's just going right there, buffing in to that outer crease. There we have it. And that is literally just a tiny bit of black, just to sort of change the tone of that brown to make it a little bit deeper, so it doesn't look like black on my lid, it just sort of looks like a deeper dark brown. And now for a little bit of fun, we're going to go in with the P. Louise base in Rumour 2. And I am just going to take a tiny, tiny bit of that on the back of my hand. I'm going to take just a small sort of really fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques shading brush. Super, super fluffy. And all I'm going to do is slightly, ever so gently, pat on that base to make a really sort of soft cut crease. And I'm just going to tap over the edge of that base to make sure that it's all blended nicely at that edge. And I'm even just going to take a little bit of that first brown, that 1988 that we used, and just tap over there, just at that edge like so. And then next we're going to go in with this Leo shade, and I'm just taking that on a flat packing brush. And this is very much a trust the process, because it really does look crap when you first put it on. Just being really light and feathering out that edge there. Going in with that first brown shade and just making sure that everything is nice and blended. You don't want to see like any sort of blockiness, you want a nice smooth transition. You also don't want this to be a really harsh line, so if you want to go in and sort of feather those edges with a bit of the blue, and then that brown New Yorker shade as well, just to get everything nice and diffused. And then next thing that we're going to do is go in with the NYX glitter primer, just a smidgen of this on the back of your hand. Again, another fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pat that on that blue. Because we're going to go in now with a pressed glitter to really step this up. So I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution pressed glitters, and I'm going to use this one here. So taking that on my brush and literally just tapping that onto the lid. And I'm not being precious at all with where I put this, because I don't want that. I don't want a harsh edge or anything like that. So being a lot more sparing over this side to create that nice diffused look. So you really don't have to be precious about where you put this glitter, like you put it exactly where you want to put it. So I'm just gonna put a bit more over here just to try and match these ones up, and being a lot more sparser and lighter with my tapping on this side, obviously, so then it's not as full on as it is on the inner part of my eye. And then again, going in with these shadows to just make sure that nothing's a little bit too out of where it should be. And then I think what I'll do is just have a little bit of a clean up, subtle clean up under this eye, so I can see what's going on. It's the only thing with pressed glitter, it gets everywhere. Pressed glitter and pigments will have you picking sparkles out your clothes for weeks. So now we're actually going to go in with a brown liner as well. So I'm going to be using the P. Louise paint in the shade Barbie Boo. And I'm going to have to get up real close and personal with my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. But I'm going in with a really sharp, tiny eyeliner brush. And this is going in for like a cat eye sort of effect. And because we haven't done our base first, we can actually clean this inner part up if needs be. And also by using the paints, you're not going to ruin any of your eyeliners with this pressed glitter being on your lid. And then you simply just tap out that edge of that wet liner and it will blend in to that brown on your eye. Just like so. Now I do believe it is time for the rest of the face to be done, and I will be back for the lower lash line. So we are back for the lower lash line. So first off, I'm going to go in with the brown P. Louise eye pin again, the shade Barbie Boo, and that is going on the waterline. And then to smoke that out, I'm going to go in with the new Yoka shade again on a slightly smaller, fluffier brush. This is the PC47. And then also, now that my base is on, I'm just going to make sure that everything is nice and blended on these eyes. Then I'm even thinking of just putting a little bit of that blue shimmer on that lower lash line as well, to make it so that it's definitely not going to spread everywhere because it is a shimmer. I am going to take some of the Inglot Duraline. What I'm going to do is just mix some of that on the back of my hand. So a little bit of that Leo. That just makes like a nice liquid shadow. And that is going right here. Just to bring a pop of blue, and I'm even going to bring it into that corner. So guys, here we have the finished look, and yeah, honestly, I'm all for this. I wasn't too sure about the whole blue on the bottom lash line, but I was right. I'm sorry, I was right. Yeah, I've even gone for a little slicked hair moment because it does need washing and I'm going to get in the bath after this, so... The lashes that I've got on are nice and fluffy, super easy to put on. These are, of course, Lash Savage in the style Wild. This is the first time that I've worn these before, and honestly, why have I not picked them up sooner? Like, why have I not actually worn these? These are stunning, like, really nice, like super, super fluffy, and they've got that like cat eye effect. I think it really, really goes with this like cat eyeliner that I've got going on. So yeah, I'm really, really liking this. So yes, of course, the palette, absolutely love it. I am so happy with this pressed glitter. Like, this is honestly giving me like some like, I don't even know, some sultry glam chic. Like, I'm all for this. So I do actually believe that that was a bit of a simple one. If you do recreate, please do let me know. Thank you so, so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!